And I could feel the energy of the emotions too. It's a bit of a roller coaster, and um, it bears keeping an eye on. Is this real? Is this not real? Is this mine? Is this not mine? And the
Yeah.
one that has been coming out so strongly right now um, is it is not ours, each of ours individually, to save the world.
Yes.
And it's that's a huge message. You do what you are here to do. I do what I'm here to do, and we'll all get it done. But you are not responsible for everything. You were not born with a big red S on your chest. You do what is yours, and you don't worry about the rest of it. You know that what needs to be done will be done. And it moves right into choices that are being made in the world right now, because it's not affecting just us individually, but affecting the collective also. And for those of you who keep an eye on things at all, you may understand that in the mainland United States right now, they are about to make a gigantic choice, and it's not new. Earlier this year, it was made in France and the UK. It's been made and lived in for a while in Germany. I believe Canada is, they're not always successful, but they make it again and again and again. And Australia, they're in the process of making it too. And the process or the choice that is being made comes down to, very simply, there is the easy way to do everything, or the easier way to do everything. And there is the more painful, difficult way to do things. And we get to choose this over and over and over again, individually and collectively. I tend to prefer the easier way. It just feels so much better. That's not always the case. We humans have been used to the painful, more difficult way for eons now. And we're taught that that's normal and expected, and that's the only way. That's not the only way. We can choose the easier way, and the way that feels so much better. And that way actually comes down to freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, freedom. The more we can free ourselves individually and live in the freedom of who we really are, and then we give that, of course, to the collective, which allows the collective to live in more freedom of who and what we are at this time, knowing that we are moving toward and creating something that's going to be so much better, and it's going to be free, and people are going to be able to live in that freedom. And that's what we're building now. These are the choices we're making. And as we make the choices that move us forward, we can consider, is this going to be the easier way? Or do we wish to do the harder, more painful, difficult way? And the choice is always ours.
Yes. I find when, even if something is easy, when it's new, people can have fear about that newness, even if it looks tempting. And, our society tends to be comfortable in uncomfortable situations because that's what they know. And if you're like if you're watching this and you're feeling it, I encourage you to just sit in it. Be curious about what you're feeling. Be curious about making a change, making a new decision, whatever it's regarding, whether it's politics or something in the household or buying a new product, whatever it is. Sometimes fear comes up and we don't really we don't need to name these things, but it's almost like, oh, well, I'm feeling that, and it's kind of cranky inside of me, and I'm wondering why it's there, and maybe you'll get an answer, maybe you won't, but gifting yourself that opportunity, like we talked about, time is a beautiful tool because now is now, then is now, before was now. It we can feel for the future, really, and follow that.
Lovely, very well said.
Thank you. Yeah, it's just it's tough. Like you're saying, when we're in the thick of what we know and all the emotions and maybe physical stuff and things like that, it doesn't necessarily seem easy, even though the opportunity gives you that easier road ahead. And yeah, just
And I'll just mention that once you get beyond that, the pain, the fear that it's going to be difficult, hard, whatever, um, and you make that choice that is the easier choice. Once you get to that point and get beyond that point, it's so freeing. I mean, I know, I understand how difficult it is. I've done it many, many times. And I truly love living in a much freer life where I know I'm the one making the choices. Yes, I'm responsible for those choices. And I like that. But I'm also the one who knows that I'm the one who made those choices. I'm not putting my power or giving my power away to anything or anyone else. I'm me. I'm responsible for me. And that's extremely freeing.
mhm.
And it just feels so light.
Mm.
And when you get there, and some of you are already there, I know that, and you understand what we're saying, you're feeling that freedom. But when you get there, the freedom is amazing.
Yes.